Well, Donald Trump has found another person to go out there and fight his battles for him, but unfortunately for Donald Trump, that other person happens to be failed Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake. See, earlier this week, in an interview with NBC News, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, Trump's top rival, even though he's losing by 40 points to him, was asked, did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? And DeSantis said, yes, of course he didn't win the election. President Biden is the president of the United States. And then he said, that Trump's theories did not prove to be true. So that's what DeSantis said earlier in the week. And for obvious reasons, not just the connection to Donald Trump, this pissed off Kari Lake. Because Kari Lake has made a name for herself for the last year, going back to even before her failed election. She's been screaming about voter fraud in Arizona that also doesn't exist. So she is not only stepping up to defend Donald Trump, she's kind of taking this personally because she's like, hey, those are my lies too, so you're coming after me. So Kari Lake goes on Steve Bannon's podcast and had this to say about the Florida governor. I saw a little bit of DeSantis's disgusting. I'll tell you what, the people of Iowa don't like backstabbers. I'm from Iowa. I grew up there. They can smell a phony from a mile away. They've determined that Ron's a phony. He's got a buy endorsement, spending all that big donor money, wasting it, when he really should be supporting President Trump. This is about saving our country. Yep. Because the people in Iowa are 100% representative of everybody else in the country, right? Hey, I love how you're just like, only in Iowa. They're like, he's a total phony. And I get it. It's the first Republican contest up until, a few months ago was the first Democratic contest too. But if you look at the statistics of the state of Iowa, it is in no way, shape, or form representative of what the United States as a whole looks like. So I'm sorry not to offend anyone from Iowa, but the opinion of people from Iowa doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot to me. Especially considering the fact that Kari Lake is attacking Ron DeSantis for what might be the first honest thing the man has ever said in his professional career. Like, the one time, kind of like with Mike Pence, it's like the one time you do the right thing, you piss off the entire MAGA lunatic fringe of the party. And that's what happened to DeSantis. He said something that was accurate. He said something true and honest. And now MAGA's got the knives out for him like, oh no, hell no you didn't. We're going to get you, you phony. You're a backstabber. You should be supporting Trump. Well, he's not. He's an idiot. Not because he doesn't support Trump, but because of what he's done to the state of Florida. He's evil, in my opinion. But a backstabber? Come on. I mean, he said what he needed to say. Because it's the right thing to say. Because it's the truth. Now, again, Kari Lake is not only defending Trump and, of course, defending her own lies about her election, she's also vying to be Donald Trump's vice president. And reports have told us that Donald Trump likes Kari Lake a lot, but he doesn't know that she would be a good VP pick, probably because she's never won an election in her life, but more importantly because she, like him, is a spotlight hog. She wants to be in the media as much as Trump does, and if you got two candidates like that with a finite amount of airtime, you're going to have power struggles. So Kari Lake is doing a hell of an audition, but at the end of the day, it's probably not going to be enough because she loves that spotlight just a little too much for Donald Trump's comfort. But in the meantime, she's more than happy to go out there and do his dirty work for him because he needs to probably focus more on the criminal trials he has coming up next year. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.